Hello. Today, I don't know if anybody's here yet. We are going to finish up the record store, the LumiBricks Record Store. So, I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes to jump in, and we will get started post haste. If anybody's there, how is your day going? I hope it's going wonderful. I'm having a pretty good day so far. Our children, my daughter and my son, or my wife and my daughter and son had a dance recital, and it was really cute, really adorable. Lots of kids dancing, doing the, Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, and all that sort of stuff. But just so silly. Kids are just the best. Highly recommend having kids if you don't. All right, let me make sure this is live. I do believe we are. Is anybody there? It looks like somebody jumped in. Croatian Edits Official, what's up? Neo Avgeek, what's up? Okay. Let's start building. So, if there's any issues with the audio or something along those lines, let me know. Here's where we're at so far. Forgive those extra bricks up at the top. We are on the third floor. I promise I'm going to, next time I do one of these building streams, I'm going to have a better camera setup. This is not ideal. This was kind of on the fly. So, next time I do one of these, I'm definitely going to take some time beforehand and set it up a little bit better. But we're on the third floor of the LumiBricks. Let me get the box. LumiBricks, formerly known as FunWhole Record Store. They sent this over to me to check out, and I don't normally mess with the alternative bricks. Don't really mess with those typically, but I've heard good things about this company, and I really like this so far. Thank you, Croatian. I think Croatian Edits Official. I think it does look great as well. I'm really happy with it. It doesn't. It's a little bit different style than like the modulars. I might see how it looks next to some modulars in a minute after we finish building it, but it's kind of a different, like a 90s record store sort of vibe, as opposed to the modulars kind of have this, Victorian sort of European style. So the style is a little bit different, but build-wise, it's been a lot of fun. And I'll show you this while we're waiting. It does a really cool thing. Jang Bricks, if you know Jang Bricks, check out his YouTube. He has a review of it. He shows us off probably a little bit more better cinematography than I've got going on right now. But let me see if I can open it. Trying to open. Okay, there it goes. So this is the building. It actually hinges open like this, and then these floors, you can actually pull them out and look at them, which is really cool. Gives you a lot more access to the interior. This bottom section comes out as well. And I'll do, after I get done building this, I'm going to do a YouTube video on the whole thing, so I'll be able to show off that the way it looks a lot better than I am currently doing. But I'm going to remove these bottom two floors. I'm going to keep this top floor up here because this is the one I'm going to build right now, and I want to get the rest of this out of the way. Neo Avgeek, my cars are sick. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. What's wrong with them? Are they got the flu or something? Is the cars got the flu? Is that why they're sick? Isn't that such a funny and creative joke? I bet you didn't see that one coming. I bet you've never heard that before. So I'm gonna unbag. How many Lego bricks do you think you have? I do not know. I could not tell you. I can tell you what Rebrickable says I have, parts-wise. Give me 1 second. Where does it say? All my parts. And this is not everything, because I only registered like sets and mocks I've built. I haven't registered like bulk orders and stuff like that. 300,051,981 parts. I don't, it's probably more than that, sadly. Or not sadly, I don't know. It's a lot, it's too many Legos. It's too many. Over here, and I'm going to eventually get this more set up for, so it's a little bit prettier for y'all. It's functional for me, but it's not very pretty to look at. So over here is kind of my parts bins. Some down here as well. You can't really see them, but over there, there's some more parts. Then I have like some wheels and wheel arches and all that stuff over there in the closet. And then there's a couple shelves with Legos on them as well. I'm gonna open some bags, so it's gonna get loud. Yes, over 300K, which is that's too many. But there's people with a lot more than that. You might have a lot more pieces too. Do you have Croatian Edits CEO? I'm gonna call you CEO. Look at that, CEO, Croatian Edits Official. CEO, the boss. That's you. Do you use Brickowl or Bricklink or not Bricklink, Rebrickable? I'm going to turn on the fan in here because it's a little warm. Do you use Rebrickable or Brickset? If you do, you can like register your sets. It'll basically tell you all the. I think I have like under 1K. I mean, Lego sets add up fast, dude. If you got more than like 5 Lego sets, you got more than 1,000 pieces for sure. Even small ones, like Speed Champs the Speed Champion cars, those 8 stud wide cars are 200 to 300 pieces a piece. So if you got 5 of them, you've got 1,000 pieces right there. So you probably got more than 1K, 1,000 Lego pieces. But get on Rebrickable, and you can tell it what sets you have, or I think Brickset does it as well, has a similar system. You can tell it and register kind of what sets you have so you can keep track, and then that'll let you know actually how many parts exactly you have. It makes it easier for me for finding pieces. Like if I'm building a mock and I don't have whatever, like a bracket or something in a certain color, because a lot of my stuff I tend to keep together. So if I don't have that bracket, like a spare piece over there, sometimes if I just need to take some pictures while I'm waiting for like a Bricklink order or something, I will see if I have that piece in another set. And then use it on the mock. So with like Rebrickable and Brickset, it'll tell me exactly what sets that I have those parts in them. I told you had more than, I told you had more than 1,000, dude. What are you talking about? Okay, you got almost 100,000 pieces. CEO, boss man, give me a hard time over 300,000. You're almost there. You probably got more than that. So I'm going to start building this. How's everybody's day going, by the way? Rex Warden, while Rebrickable does let you register sets, not many people want to disassemble them just to have a huge available piece trove. Register sets. I think I know what you're talking about. So on Rebrickable, the way I navigate it is by going to My Lego and then all my parts or my parts lists. And it shows me everything that way. I haven't messed with Brickset that much. I just know that it has I know people use it to like register their sets. Is Brickset, or is there a different website that is better at tracking that sort of thing? I use Rebrickable because I upload so many mocks. It's all in one place. That's kind of what I'm used to. But I'm sure there's probably a better website out there or something that you're a little bit more used to. Have a great day. I have a great day right now. I'm modding my G-Wagon. Awesome. What are you adding? I'm still working on a 6-stud wide version of a G-Wagon. I finished the AMG, what is it, SL63 or something, the yellow car. I made a 6-stud version of that, but I haven't done the G-Wagon yet, so I'm waiting. What are you modding on it? Yeah, I wouldn't take apart a Blacktron and the detective's office. Oh, I see what you're saying, Rex. I so I post a lot on Instagram and Rebrickable and all that sort of stuff in like social media pages. So when I say take it apart, I usually mean like take it apart. I'll order the piece I need on Bricklink, and while I'm waiting for that, if I want to go ahead and post the picture or something like that, I'll remove that part, use it on the mock, and then when the Bricklink order comes in, I'll swap it out, and everything. Does that sound a little less awful to you? Does that sound a little bit more acceptable? I hope my explanation makes sense. I'm not a heathen just taking apart Lego sets left and right. I'm civilized. All right, so give me 1 second and I will get started building this. You're adding an opening trunk. Awesome. Are you modding the official, like the set? Are you gonna upload instructions for everybody, or is it just like for your own personal use? I'm gonna start putting this together because I am a huge advocate for Rebrickable and mocks and all that stuff, and sharing what you build. Definitely cool to see people's builds out there. If you want to build it and keep it to yourself, that's cool too. But I always like seeing what people do. So if you do post it somewhere, drop it in the chat and I'll check it out either as I'm building or later today or something. But drop it in the chat so people can see it. Yes, the official one. Awesome. How do you like that set, by the way? I personally, I like 6-stud wide, so I shrink down just about everything. But the G-Wagon's a little funky to me. It's a little bulky. Rex, I just add stuff to my Bricklink wanted list to buy the parts when feasible. I was considering buying the Lego City Undercover Police Station, but it's 1,600 used parts with no unique parts. Woo, buddy. Undercover Police Station. I'm going to look that one up. Lego Undercover Police Station. Which one are you talking about? Lego City Undercover. Is this a mock or something? I think I see what you're talking about with the kind of rounded windows. Is there an official set? If so, what's the set number? I'll look it up. Hey, Elixir. Elixir? Elixir? Mox, hello. How you doing today? Yes, Rex. Adding Bricklink wanted lists. Bricklink wanted lists are great. I've got too many right now, though. Over here, you can't really. You see this? That's the Chevy dealership, Lamborghini dealership up there. Down below are all the cars that I'm waiting on parts for that are not quite finished yet. So my wanted lists tend to get a little out of hand. The mock based on the police station from the Lego City Undercover game. Is the mock on Rebrickable? Or where's it at? I'll check it out. I guess I could look myself. Lego, I could Google it. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, that does look good. I think if you're talking about this mock on Rebrickable, it's like 12 bucks euro. Yeah, it's about 18.58 cents. I think I found it. This does look really good. It does look good, totally. I never, I'm probably a little old to watch the Lego shows, but I do like Oh man, I'm forgetting his name now. What is his name? Don't tell me. Please don't tell me. I'm gonna forget it. Or I'm gonna remember it. Oh man, what's the main guy's name? The cop. He's got a funny name. I just referenced it the other day in something. I can't even think of what it is. So I'll be the first to tell you, I'm kind of dumb sometimes. But tell me what his name is. I cannot remember it right now. I've got LumiBricks. See, LumiBricks Record Store on the brain. Chase McCain is not it. That's not it. It's not Chase McCain. Now I just look it up. Lego City. I'm on Rebrickable. I keep missing out on the modular police station. I'm not interested in dropping 300 on the set. Well, I'm trying to stick with the 50s era aesthetic for a police station anyway. I had that set. I happened to have. So I got back into Lego a couple years ago with a couple of the modulars. The first one I got was the Assembly Square, and I loved that set so much that I went and got a couple other ones. I got the bookstore and the police station around the same time. And that police station is great. It's great. I didn't get the diner though, because I was like, oh, I'll just get that later. And I should have gotten that diner because that diner is so good. And it's retired now, unfortunately. Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. What is that guy's name, dude? Find sets. Give me 1 second. I can't believe you've done this. Have you ever seen that meme? I can't believe you've done this, is what the guy says. It's really funny. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. I'm not building. Instead, I'm looking up what this dude's name was. Thanks, Rex. Tudor Corner, Jazz Club, Boutique Hotel, Detectives. I don't have the detective office and the pet shop. I'm totally jealous. Especially that detective office. The pet shop looks cool. That one looks okay. But that detective office looks so good. The pool sign, that whole side of the building looks awesome. I am not gonna lie, I'm a little jelly. The question is, am I strawberry or grape? Strawberry or grape jelly. You see what I'm saying? You get it? It's really funny. Trust me, it's funny. If you don't get it now, you'll get it later. And again, I'm pretty dumb. So if my jokes sound dumb, it's because the person telling the joke is dumb. Is this his name? Duke Detain? I think that might be it. Duke Detain. Yeah, Duke Detain. I'm grape jelly. Thanks, Jeremiah. I appreciate it. Only one man would dare to give me the raspberry Lone Star. I don't understand that. Is that from Lego City? I don't know that joke. It sounds funny though. Just reading it sounds. I think I'm getting the humor of it. All right, so I'm going to build. I am going to start building. Y'all chat away. Y'all talk to me. I love talking with y'all while I'm building. So feel free to ask any questions or talk amongst yourselves and make some comments. Do whatever you're going to do. I'm going to build this. What is this? Record store. I'm going to try to do it where y'all can see it. But I'm probably going to fail at that miserably. Oh, Spaceballs, only dear. Oh, Lone Star. Okay, you have the raspberry. Okay. Now I get it. Spaceballs is funny, dude. Maybe a little inappropriate for kind of the vibe that I usually like to go for on this channel. I don't think I can reference the jokes that I want to, but funny movie, very funny. I like the big maid that turns into the Death Star. It's like Star Destroyer maid sort of deal. But funny movie. I haven't watched it in a while. You know what I did watch the other day though? I finished up Andor. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. As I'm going through this build too, I'm going to show, I don't know if y'all have any experience with these kind of off-brand bricks, but I'll show some parts that you don't usually see or don't see in Lego. Some of these are weird. This is basically a 1x2. Let's see if that's a better, maybe a clearer view. It's a 1x2 clip. Yeah, Mega Made, almost Pixel 1. Yes, Mega Made is hysterical. It's a 1x2 clip piece. But sometimes some of these bricks have like these weird, like, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? It's like curved. It's like a circle there. Same as this is like a 1x1 or 1x2 to 2x2 bracket piece that has like this weird little hump on it. Where's another one? This 1x1x2 modified brick piece has this weird hump on it in between the studs. Some of it's a little different. I was thinking about it last night. It might be because, so this company, FunWhole or LumiBricks, formerly known as FunWhole, they do lit up, like their stuff comes to where you can light it up, and some of the parts, like this, have like grooves cut into them already, so you can, hope you can see that, so you can slide the wire in there without pinching the wire or anything like that. So maybe that's why these like bracket pieces are coming like that. I'm not sure. Good evening, David. Hello, how are you doing? Rex, I wanted to get the parts list and instructions for bootleg Lego sets, but that's near impossible. Is it? I don't know. I've never looked. Are you wanting to build like a set like this out of real Lego? That's a good idea. How long does it take you to build 1,000-piece Lego? I don't know. This is 1,980 pieces for this set, and I've streamed it for 6 hours. I'll probably be on here for another maybe 2 hours today. And so 8 hours to build 1,980 pieces. But as you can see, I'm not really building. I'm talking to y'all right now. So I might be a little distracted. Maybe, I don't know. I've never timed myself. 1,000-piece Lego set, I don't know. Maybe 3 or 4 hours. Obviously, most printed and some special parts won't exist, but I can work around that. Yeah. Are you, it's okay if you are, because like I said, this is my first foray into off-brand bricks. Are you a bit of a Lego snob? It's okay. It's okay to be. I don't mean that in a negative way at all. I play guitar. I'm a bit of a guitar snob, for example. It's not a bad thing. The Mega Bloks version is full of pieces Lego never made. Yeah, so are you like Lego or nothing? And that's okay. I'm just curious. Because I'm kind of there with you. This is my first time really getting out of that. I just want you to be honest. Doing pretty okay. Worked on some in the morning. Now I ordered some buffalo chicken pizza. Buffalo chicken pizza. That sounds great. Where is it from? So I used to not like, while you're answering that about where's the pizza from, I used to not like hot food. Used to not be into it at all. And I don't know if you've ever seen the show Hot Ones. We decided to have a Hot Ones, like a real life Hot Ones at my old apartment, my wife and I, at our old apartment, and had about 30 or 40 people there. I bought like 400 wings. It was so much. And we got 10 different hot sauces, but over 30 to 40 wings. That's like 3 or 4 bottles of each hot sauce, right? And they ranged, of course, from like medium to the high. The hottest one we had was the what's it called? It's called like Triple X or something. It was the Hot Ones official sauce. I remember number 9 was Da Bomb. Number 8, I think, was like Los Bravos. It was like a blueberry one. Number 7 was a habanero. I think it was called Pain is Good. I'm not remembering number 6. I know there was like a Tabasco, and there was a Cholula in there, and there was a couple others. But since I didn't like hot food before we decided to do this, basically for like a month before we had the Hot Ones, challenge at our apartment, I ate nothing but hot wings for a month straight. I called it training. Just ate hot wings every day. And since then, I love hot food now. I have that green Cholula. I don't know if you've ever had that. I put that junk on everything. Rex Warden, I prefer Lego only because it's an exercise in creativity, and I would like to remain within the limitations of Lego's pieces and colors. I don't disagree with you there. Otherwise, I could just make a Frankenstein's monster mess of parts from all over the barely fit and have no matching colors. I don't disagree. That, and if I sell anything for some reason, I don't need people demanding full refunds because some bootleg parts were in the box. Don't disagree at all. Those are all excellent points. I do a lot of rebrickable stuff, so obviously everything that I upload on there has to be straight up Lego stuff. Also, I do like the. I think that Lego is like a pretty good company, right? They seem like they're legit, And a lot of the off-brand companies, I've seen my stuff that I list on Rebrickable as a design pop up on some off-brand company's website as something they're selling. And they never reach out to me about that at all, right? So I get that kind of sketchiness around it. But I've heard good things about LumiBricks. And I'm not going to mix these with the Legos, but there are some cool parts in here that I wish Lego did make. Let me see if I can find one. Okay. So this, I wish Lego would do this. There's a couple others, and this has a little print on the side of it, so just ignore that part right there. But it's that wedged 1x4 or 2x4 wedge plate, but it's a tile. I wish Lego would make tiled wedge plates. That would be amazing for like cars especially. And I guess, people could use that for planes on the wings. I'm not opposed to studs, but sometimes you want it a little bit smoother, and this is tiled. That would be awesome. Like think about, it's all the way over there, but think about like the AT-ATs or AT-STs that they make, where that face of it is that it's wedge plates, right? But it's just studs all over the thing. And it's Lego. I'm not opposed to studs, but maybe you could hide 4 of them with like a tiled piece like that. It'd be really cool. But Rex, those are all really good points. Same as Rex Warden. You agree with Rex? That's good, Jeremy. I agree too. I agree. Dutch pizza chain called New York Pizza. I watched a few Hot Ones shorts and videos. Da Bomb. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the reason Da Bomb is so bad is, one second. So they do this on the show too. When you make hot wings, you're basically, you put the wings in a bowl and you put the sauce in a bowl and you mix it, right? And you cover the wings with the sauce. Da Bomb is not supposed to be used like that. Da Bomb, if you read it, it's an extract. You're supposed to put a drop of it in a big vat of chili to make the chili hot, right? You're not supposed to put so much of it on wings, right? That's why it's so bad. It's not meant to be eaten the way that they eat it on Hot Ones. I think they know. I mean, obviously, they probably know that. It was funny when we had the Hot Ones thing, the challenge. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. When we had the Hot Ones challenge, everything was fine. Everybody was talking. Like I said, we had 30 or 40 people. The way I set it up too is we had like a question. So 10 wings, and we had 10 questions, and we sat people across from each other that didn't know each other. So they would like get to know each other and talk to each other and learn what the other person did for work, learn, stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. And everybody was hanging out, having a great time. When we got to number 9, which was the bomb, that room, it changed. There were people, we probably had 4 or 5 people throw up, including myself. I got a little sick. We had a guy in our sink. It was bad. The bomb is no joke. It is gnarly. So if you had it and you survived, congratulations, man. Or girl. I'm not with whom I either way. Man, girl, dude, dudette, whatever. Congratulations. The bomb is gnarly. So if you made it, you're a real one. Oh, that's what I was asking about the buffalo pizza. I worked at a place one time that offered buffalo wings, and the buffalo sauce was not Frank's Red Hot. And Frank's Red Hot is the only sauce you're allowed to call buffalo when you mix it. Buffalo sauce is just hot sauce mixed with butter. But if it's not Frank's Red Hot sauce mixed with butter, it's not buffalo sauce. It's something else. It's something else entirely. And that's okay. You just don't need to lie and call it buffalo sauce, because that ain't what it is. I stopped caring about super hot stuff a long time ago. I would rather just enjoy what I eat instead of posturing over it. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I just like hot sauce on some stuff. I'm sorry if I'm talking about hot sauce too much. It's just, I don't know, it reminded me of it. But I don't enter some sort of like hot sauce eating competition, really. It was just a good excuse to get a lot of people together to hang out. Like I put the Cholula on. Can't wait for the final result. Me either. Enough to make the flavor stand up is fine, but nuclear hot is pointless. I agree. Unless you're doing like a fun sort of challenge, like that little chip or like that hot chip challenge or a hot one sort of thing. Unless you're doing something fun with friends, I completely agree. I just like that green Cholula. If you've ever had the green Cholula on any sort of Mexican food, it's awesome. But I agree, hot for the sake of hot, I'm not a fan. Especially not a meal. It's fun as a gimmick, but not a meal. There was actually a really good. I went back and I keep looking for him. I can't find him again. But there was a thing at the Georgia National Fair where this one of the, it was a local dealer. That sounds sketchy. But a local farmer sort of deal, and he had ghost pepper beef jerky. And even though it was ghost pepper, you would think it would be like insanely hot or whatever. It was really good. It was ghost pepper beef jerky. I've looked for it a couple more times. I haven't been able to find them again. Trying to put this together as well. I'm not doing a great job of putting it together where y'all can see it though. So right now I'll describe what I'm building. I think I'm making and I'll actually show you all this in a second. Let me finish this little build and I'll show you some of my favorite little things. They're little submodels I really like. Like this is like a little record. Everything in this set's basically, it's a record store, so there's a lot of music themed sort of stuff. This is like a little record table that goes in this apartment. A lot of their submodels are really, I wouldn't say they're like super complicated or anything, but they're pretty fun. When I light it up, I'll show you a little bit more of them. But there's actually these little record shelves that are really good. Those are on the first floor. It's a really good little build. The whole front, you can look up pictures online too, but the front kind of display window of the store, there's some submodels in there that look really good. Their submodels are awesome. I like them a lot. They're not very complicated. It almost feels like a mock as opposed to a real set, which is not, that's not a knock on it at all. I do a lot of mocks, so I'm not talking trash. Just Lego sets have this, I think Jane Briggs brought it up too. It might be why I'm thinking about it. But Lego sets tend to have this kind of, you'll be building it and there's like a nice part use, you know, like an NPU sort of thing. I wouldn't say there's really any nice part usage sorts of feels while I'm building this. Like there's not a, for example, on the top of one of the modulars, I don't think it's the detective office. It might be the Parisian restaurant, but there's like bagels or baguettes as sconces, as roof design. And you see that and you're like, wow, I would never think to put a baguette as a roof design, but it really works. It's a nice part usage sort of deal. This does not really have that. Everything that I'm using kind of feels like I'm using it for its purpose. Like this masonry brick, right? Which is obviously based on the, official Lego design. This is used as a brick. It's used as a wall. It's not really used as anything else. And that's not knocking the set or anything at all. It's pretty cool. I had ghost pepper cheese and made macaroni and cheese with it. It just tasted like fire. Man, even remember it was making my head sweat. Yeah, that sounds bad. I'll tell you a worse one. So earlier I was talking about the, well, maybe not worse, but also a dumb idea that I had. So I was talking about the different hot sauces. One of them is this company, I think it was called Los Bravos, or maybe it's just Bravos. And it was a blueberry hot sauce. And this was like number 8, maybe I think it was the 8th hottest sauce. It was higher. It was past 5, right? So it was on the hotter end of the 10 hot sauces that we did. And after the Hot Ones challenge that we had, obviously I had hot sauce bottles left over. We didn't finish all of them, but I had some of the hot sauce left over. And I saw it, and I like smoothies, right? So you see where this is going. And it was a blueberry hot sauce. And I was like, blueberries, smoothies are made of fruit. Blueberries a fruit. Maybe I'll try making this smoothie with this blueberry hot sauce. Not just that, I had strawberries and regular blueberries and all that sort of stuff in there, but I put this blueberry hot sauce in there. It was disgusting. It was so bad. It was awful. Awful, awful, awful. I don't even think I finished a whole cup. One of the worst ideas I've ever had. Anything higher than a level 8, I think required you have to have the app and an account. My boyfriend tried level 10. Yeah, it was a huge mistake. Level 10, and all 4 of us regretted it. We were coughing and feeling hot for like an hour, and the worst part is it was too tasty to stop. That's funny. They didn't have, this was a couple years ago. They might be a little bit more stringent. Like they didn't even have, it was when they had just released, what Los Calientes was one of the ones we had. And what was the Final Dab? That was it's like 2 million Scoville or something. But it was like the original formula. I know they've done a couple other, versions, and obviously that show's been going on for quite a while now. So it was a couple years ago. I did buy the hot sauce from their website, but they weren't even in stores yet, if that makes any sense. So I didn't have to sign in really like that. I didn't have to verify my age. Now that the show's been around for a while and is a little bit more popular, they might have to like be a little bit more stringent just for legal purposes. I sound like I'm like humble bragging. Oh, I actually liked it before it was popular. I don't know about you. I'm not humble bragging at all, by the way. I just think it's funny. Um, but, ooh, let me show you all this. This is a cool part, or a cool color. Uh, Rex, this probably feeds into what you were talking about with mismatched colors. Um, Light bluish gray, right? This is the LumiBricks. This is the off-brand one. You know, obviously there's no Lego logo or anything like that. Light bluish gray, right? It's pretty close to the real one, right? If you just saw this at a glance in a pile of 2x8 plates, you probably just wouldn't even think twice about it. But this piece they have is kind of a in between. Let me find something white. Don't mock the figures. I've already talked about these a couple times. They're okay. I don't hate them, but they do look a little different, almost like mini dolls. But the point I'm trying to look at here is the white, right? The white suit. So light bluish gray, white, and then LumiBricks or FunWhole has a in between, so a very light bluish gray, or a lighter bluish gray basically. This is a cool color. I wish Lego would make a similar color to this. Maybe open up the palette a little bit more, especially for like Star Wars ships, which either come in light bluish gray or dark bluish gray, and occasionally, black or something like that. Light bluish gray or lighter bluish gray. This would be a cool Lego color if they were to ever make it. I know they have something a little bit lighter, but I don't think they use it very often. I tried ghost pepper and the hottest hot sauce. Yes. I don't know what powder or sauce they used in Mr. Curry Worst, but we're planning to go back. I went to the hospital for 3 weeks. That is cool. I agree. Lego blackish white. Lego bricks don't always match within the same color since Lego got sloppy with their QC. Sometimes the colors I've noticed that on have been dark red. Dark red is probably the biggest one. And then maybe reddish brown or something. But I feel like dark red, I run into that a lot. I don't like it. I wish that the colors would match completely. Yeah, there was another one. What was the one I built something maybe a week or two ago, and there was an off color. If I remember what it was, I'll bring it up. But there was something that was like a completely different color. And it was next to a whole bunch of other pieces that looked the same, or that were supposed to be the same color, but that one piece was off, and it was very distracting. What colors have you noticed that in? I know you're going to say dark red. I know for a fact that one has some issues. But are there any other colors that you've noticed that on? Are there any other colors that you've noticed that on? Any more colors that you've noticed that with? Hope you'll like my singing. I'm going to release an album. It's going to be called Worst Album Ever. Oh, man. See, what is this extra part over here? I brought this up in the last couple streams. I know David was here the other day. Some varieties of nougat. I get a little confused with some of the flesh tones they have now. You know what the worst mismatch color is? And it's not a Lego brick itself, but there's a huge mismatch between medium nougat and like the real brick and medium nougat on Studio. It's a huge mismatch. It's very confusing. If you're ever designing something on Studio and you're like, oh, I'll try this in medium nougat, it will not look like the way you're thinking it would. David, I've got a lot of bootlegs from AliExpress, all of them car mocks, but I was both sort of broke and wanted nice looking car models to build. I bought a Supra Mark IV, Mark V, 24Z, I think an S15. If you did, listen, I won't judge you too hard, okay? We all make mistakes sometimes. But AliExpress, you just got to be careful. I'm not trying to give you advice. This is just my personal opinion. I've seen my own designs on AliExpress. I've seen other mock makers' designs on AliExpress. They are not paying those people for those designs that they're selling, which I think is a little skeezy. If you don't, that's okay. That's your opinion too. I think it's a little skeezy. If you happen to see a design on Rebrickable that you bought from AliExpress, if you want, it is completely up to you. Throw them a bone. Buy the instructions, but that's up to you. That's what I would probably do, just to give them a couple bucks, because they do take designs and stuff and sell them as their own. It's kind of scummy. Not all of them, but there's a lot of them. So, and I hope that's not too unsolicited as far as advice. It's not really advice. It's just my personal opinion. This is what I was talking about. I hope you think this is cool. So, these floors slide in and out like this. So this is going to go on the building, and well, you would hope it slides in and out a little bit easier than that, but it's not. What is the problem? Oh, I see. Okay. So there's these records here, which are kind of, you know what? I bet I put them on the wrong place. Let me fix this real quick, and then I'll show you. Pretend what I just showed you, I didn't show you, okay? So you can be amazed in a second. Just pretend this is all fresh. Brand new. I built it wrong. Don't judge them. It was my fault. Oh man, I built it very wrong. It was like 1 a.m. when I did this, so I messed up. Yeah, I did. Okay. Let me do some disassembly real quick. I promise, I never build things wrong unless I'm doing a live stream in front of people. Then I build it wrong all the time. While I'm doing this, I'm going to read. A project I've been dragging my feet on for years is a Blacktron Recruitment Center. I think I know which one you're talking about, but I'm going to look it up. Blacktron Recruitment Center. Or is this a mock? Is this a mock that you're talking about? How many car mocks do I have? On Rebrickable, there are, well, there's less now because I took some down. But I've got, I think there were around 800 mocks total that were up on there. Probably about 500 or 600 of those were cars. 8 wide cars, I've probably built 200, 300, including different colors. Maybe more like 150 to 200. The 8 wides, 6 wides, I've probably built about 200 or 300 of those. And then put together, you can't see it right now. Maybe one day I'll do a full collection video, you know. But over here and then over in the city, there's a couple spread out. But I've probably got, I've got all the 6 wides that I've posted on Rebrickable. I have them all built. So, yeah. All I ever bought from AliExpress are game. I hope that answers your question. CEO, Mr. Boss Man, or Boss Lady, I'm not sure. Boss Person, CEO, either way. Croatian Edits Official is a lot to say. I'm going to shorten it to CEO. Rex Warden, all I ever buy from AliExpress are game console replacement parts and knock off Bebop and Rocksteady minifigs because Lego's never made them. I've got a couple Ninja Turtles. I think I have like maybe a Raphael and Leonardo. I think I have 2, and then a couple loose parts from some. I think I have a loose like shell or something too in there. But one of the, I know the Raphael is from the movie, so it's like that dark green one. It's a little weird, but I wish I had more of those. The Lego this was during my dark ages, so I didn't like buy those. I didn't know they existed until now. I wish I had more of those. SpongeBob's really cool. It's like minifigs. Their minifigs are really neat. And then Scooby Doo. The Scooby Doo ones are really neat. I wish I didn't miss those. They match well with the real TMNT Shredder figures, but I had to custom build April and Irma. Lego never made one. It's my own concept, a 1950s first floor office to recruit people into Blacktron. That is cool. Okay, that's cool. Is it gonna, what's the outside of the building gonna look like? Oh, game consoles. That reminds me. I'll show you. Let me put this here and I'll show you. So next week, hopefully next week, unless something crazy happens, because I'm working on actually editing the video now. Most of it's shot, so there shouldn't be anything that stops me. But you said replacement game console parts. It's a little different, although it is game consoles and parts. I'm sure you can figure out where this is going. I built, which one am I going to show you? I'm going to do this one. Every Nintendo system, home console, I didn't do all the Game Boys and Virtual Boys and all that stuff, but I built all the Nintendo systems, little desk versions. They're not full size. It's more like meant to go on like a desk or a shelf or something like that. But yeah, I built all these. There's 7 of them total. And I'm working on the video now. So next week, hopefully that will be posted. This one's actually really cool. This might be my favorite. It's the NES, obviously. This opens. I'm proud of myself for getting these little details because this is pretty tiny. And then the buttons, I don't know if you can see it, but the buttons, they press in and then they pop back out. And I'm like, it's like a fidget toy. I'm super happy with myself. Pat myself on my own back. Not super sure. The building itself has to look normal, but I guess the sign could be black and yellow. Yes, look normal, like a 50s sort of inspired building. Almost, obviously a lot like the Lego modular buildings. So it would fit in with that and not look like it stands out. That actually is kind of silly. It would have, in my mind, I'm seeing okay, so it fit perfectly. Cool. So this is what I was talking about with the floors. They actually do this. Let me make sure I've got everything together. 1 second. I'm going to figure this out, and then I'm going to come back. I'll read back from the chat. Yeah, I guess that's how it goes. That's kind of weird. The floors, and this does this on the other floors as well, but the floors slide out. So this is what it would look like, all together. It's all closed up. But if you were to open it, instead of just looking into it like down like this, trying to figure out what's going on, the floors actually slide out, so you can see all of the details that you put in there. This is a really cool idea. I make a good amount of modulars, and I think I'm going to try to incorporate something similar to this function on some in the future. But in my mind, Blacktron, I like the idea of a normal looking building, just completely inconspicuous, with some, devious Blacktron machinations going on behind the scenes. I think that's really, really cool. That's a good idea. I hope that's the idea that you're sharing, that I'm calling a good idea and not just my own idea. But that's what it sounds like you're describing to me. And I think that's really cool, really cute. Croatian CEO, have you ever made a Lamborghini with a cabrio? Because I've never seen anyone else except me. With a cabrio. Do you mean like a convertible? Is that what you mean? Like a working convertible sort of deal? David, I'd love if they at least credited the designers names for the models. Once bought an Avator or Aventador, like 12 stud wide. It was actually accredited and endorsed by the designer. At least it's online listing. Yes, at least it said in the online listing. Yeah, it's sketchy. I mean, it's tough because you put something up on Rebrickable. You know, you want people, if you sell the instructions, you want people to buy it. You're not going to stop somebody. It's kind of an honor system after that. But yeah, that is cool when they do, they credit the designers. I know, what's his name? Moonrock? The Moonrock guy. He's on Rebrickable and Instagram. He's really talented, but he works with a company who puts his models out that he actually, has agreed to. But I've had people reach out to me, and I'm not saying this is what happened with the 12 stud Lamborghini that you're talking about, but I've had companies reach out to me and then still post it. Just, what are you gonna do? Not saying that's what happened with yours though. I made NES for the sewer layer, made for Lego Dimensions, but just a 2x2 dark bluish gray plate with a light. Yeah, that's about all you could do for that scale for sure. Actually, I have a fun one coming out at some point. I have mentioned this on all the streams, but I have a Ferrari dealership that I'm working on. It's Ferrari dealerships, 4 floors. Ferrari dealership, 3 floors of apartments, and then another building next to that is a kind of shopping center. So 4 floors of different shopping areas, and it's kind of an old 50s Italian style, European style building. The Lamborghini one has a working elevator as well. Or sorry, not Lamborghini, Ferrari. The Ferrari building has a working elevator. I'm super excited about it. I have not put it all together. It's like 15,000 parts. I probably need another 2, 3, 4,000 parts before it's finished. I'll show you my box. Get this out of the way. So this right here is full to the brim of parts. You can see it's bulging. I need another box. But this is the parts for the Ferrari. I need more. I'm working on chipping at it away slowly. At some point I'm going to build it, but I have a minifig scale GameCube in there that I'm super excited about. So that's cool. You made a minifig scale NES. That's really neat. And that sounds, just the tile and the block, that sounds like what it looks like. So that's a good idea. Yeah, the back of the building would have a reactor and heavy cabling going into the office, maybe poorly hidden with sloppy crates. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Yo, love the F-150 bed gap design. Thank you. I do too. That bed gap thing I've done a couple times. Different variations, but the same kind of idea. That bed gap it looks really good on truck MOCs. And it's sturdy. Don't ignore some of them comments. Some of them comments are ignorant. Talking about, you should do X, Y, Z. If I wanted to do that, I would have done that, okay? I like what I did. I don't mind some unsolicited advice. I give it plenty of times. But the brackets are sturdy. The bracket, four brackets, or a 4-stud bracket connected to 2 sets of 2 anti-studs. So you have 4 points of connection. It's not going to fall apart easy. I know in the video I press it down to break it, but dude, it's Lego. Anything, if you apply enough force to it, it's going to break. That's the point of Lego. It comes apart. So yeah, some of them comments though, they're like, whoa, you should do this. And nah, I'm good. Silly. I hope that doesn't sound too, I don't know, full of myself or something. But I mean it all in good humor, all in good fun. Rex, I think that's a great idea. I really like it. If you ever make it, definitely tag me so I can see it. Definitely tag me. 1 second, I'm going to open these bags. It's going to be kind of loud. And Janky, I see what you're saying. Only 3 people in this live? I don't know, man. I'm missing out. But I've only done a couple of these, and I think there's more than 3. I'm not really good at reading how many people are in here. Now there's 4. It's breaking my heart. There's 4 people, okay? There's not 3. There's 4. Completely different. But yeah, I think it's because I just started doing lives. So hopefully, and I'm enjoying it, hopefully as we continue to do these, we'll get more people joining in. Not that it's just a numbers game, you know, with people, you know, it's not just a popularity contest or something like that. But I would like to have more people in here. I think that would be fun to hang out. All right, let me put this down here. And I think we are on the final floor, the final frontier of the LumiBricks build. Yeah, there's a couple more comments I missed. If I can get some narrow base plates, I want to make some modular alleyways, 8x16 or so. I have like one of those base plates, but I think they're pretty rare, aren't they? There is, what is it Gabizon, or however you say his name? I think he has some alleyway mocks on Rebrickable that were pretty cool. Might be somebody else, but I think it was Gabizon or Gabizon, however you say the name, I'm not sure. CEO, I hate how some people put a lot of effort into their mocks and getting just a little views. Yeah, it does stink. I've had some stuff do pretty well. What's funny to me is the stuff that I'm like super excited about. I'm like, this is so cool. People are going to love it. Nobody cares. And stuff that I just like throw up that I just, you know, not that I didn't put any effort into. I try to, you know, put effort into everything. But stuff that I don't care about quite as much as the stuff that people are like, oh, this is amazing. I'm like, oh, okay. It's just funny. It's funny how things work out sometimes. That's all. I'm thinking of building one just because of that. You should. And there is a tutorial on YouTube for that mock, a video tutorial. Those are also the PDF instructions on Rebrickable and Patreon. The Patreon prices are a little bit better than Rebrickable in the shop. There's also a couple other tiers of support on Patreon that would allow you access to every mock I've ever made, which is like 800 mocks total. They're all on there. There are free ones on Patreon as well, but if you wanted to pay me, I'm not going to stop you. But there are also free options for a lot of stuff. But again, if you want to pay me, I'm fine with that. You can give me some money. Like my Evo's weaker than that, and I made it sturdy on purpose. That's funny. I like LEGO Live so much. It's always chill. That's cool. I was going to go Rex. Yes, they are pretty chill. Last night was pretty chill too, but it was also like 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock, something like that. So it was less. It was chill, but it was because everybody was tired. Let's see, Rex. I was going to go to a LEGO store today, but I ended up saying skip it because I hate doing that stuff solo. Yeah, it can be kind of lonely. I didn't. I don't live around a LEGO store now. I was in Atlanta for a while. There are a couple LEGO stores up there, but I don't know. I didn't go that much. Janky's Garage and talk with people. Yes. So here I am. Well, I'm glad that you decided to be a loner and stay home and join me on the live. It's good to talk to you. I don't think I've talked to you before. Janky's Garage. Yeah. How many ears does Mr. Spock have? 3, his left ear, his right ear, and the final frontier. Rex, that's really, really dumb and silly. That's really funny, but it's dumb. You should have, I don't know if you have seen the other videos. That on my channel there's a contest I did for the Lego F1 Ferrari like pit stop set. I did a contest with whoever did the best bad joke or dad joke would win that set, and it's already won. I sent it out to JD, the creator. One, he had a really good joke. His joke was a classic joke. I heard it before, but it was funny. Still, it was. Oh man, what do you call a cat with no or with two legs? It doesn't matter what you call it; it's not going to come anyway. So funny, funny joke. That one ended up winning the set. I sent that to him already, so he got a free set. But if you had commented with that, his left ear, his right ear, and the final frontier, that one might have won. That's a funny joke, but it's real goofy. Oh, that's fine, Jakey. I feel you. I'm not trying to. You do whatever you gotta do. Yeah. Not gonna lie, Patreon, but I'm 13 and have a little pocket money. I get it. This is Legos for kids, right? So I'm trying to. I like Legos, but I'm a full-grown adult. You don't have to give me money if you can't or don't want or whatever. If you wanted to buy something unrepeatable, you can, with your parents' permission. That's fine. But you don't have to. There's a free, it's on the YouTube, uh, a video tutorial of how to build the F-150, and then Rebrickable. If you go there, you'll find the parts list for it as well. So that's free. You can do it that way. But if you're going to do free, totally cool. Leave me a comment and a like on that video or something like that. That helps the algorithm here and helps it get out to other people. So that would be cool. I would prefer $6 or $5 or whatever I have it charged for, but you don't have to do that. A comment's cool. Comment's fine with me. I'm gonna keep making that joke. Give me $6. It's an hour drive for me to get each of the two Lego stores somewhat near to me, and they're both extremely upscale areas. Yeah, when I lived in Atlanta, it was about the same, even though they were 6 miles away is Atlanta, so everything took an hour to get to. Everything I put my car in reverse, I think this takes me back. Very funny. Somebody put that joke on there, actually. I think there was one like that. How do you feel about Speed Champions this summer? How do I feel about Speed Champions this summer? I like most of them. I'm not wild about the. Ooh, I'll show you all this in a second. 1 second. I'm not wild about the Dodge, the Challenger set. I'm not a huge fan of that one, but the Porsche set looks really good. If I build them, I'm gonna shrink them down anyway. I'm gonna shrink them down to 6 stud wide. So it doesn't really matter what my opinion on them is too much because I'm not going to keep them how they are. I'm going to build MOCs if I do buy those. I really like MG Works. I think his name's Cole. I think he was brick engineering dude before, but he has a really good Dodge Challenger MOC. It's a couple years old, but it is sick. It looks so good. It's on Rebrickable. I think he has a tutorial on his YouTube. I think it's free on Rebrickable, or at least it might have been a little while ago when I built it. But his looks really good. So after seeing his, the Lego one, I don't dislike it. I'm not trying to smack talk Lego. They do what they do. But I really like his version of that car a lot. And in my personal opinion, again, it's just my opinion, but I think that his version is better than the Lego official version. Aside from that, Suki's S200 or S2000. I'm excited to get some parts from that in that color. But the set itself, it looks okay. The Lamborghinis look okay. And then I'm sure that there's another. I'm not wild about the Supra either. The Supra that they have coming out, it looks okay, but I'm not. It's not my favorite. I think his name's TLG Lego, TLG or something like that. He's on Rebrickable on Instagram. He has a MOC of the Supra, an 8 stud wide MOC. That again, I think it looks a little bit better than the Lego official version. Let me find this piece and I'll read some more comments. If I can ever find this piece. 1 second. Tried to build this a little bit as I'm taking. I promise I'm not this slow of a builder. It's tough with the comments and stuff. It's not tough because I really do I like talking to y'all, but it's challenging building and talking at the same time. It's been fun, just getting used to the live stream aspect of doing this. Let's see. Oh, I got a lot of comments to catch up on. Croatian CEO. I hope that answers your question, though. I think there's another one that I'm forgetting, but those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Might do that in a few. Yes, Jankies, look up the YouTube video. Just go to my channel. Also subscribe if you're not already. I'm sure you are, though. But if you're not, subscribe, like, comment, bam, bam, bam. Ring the bell for notifications, all that fun stuff. It really helps with the algorithm. I find it kind of funny. This is Rex. I find it kind of funny. It makes her really mad when my daughter says I'm hungry. I say, hi, hungry. I am dad. Where were you a month ago for the competition, dude? This would have been a shoo-in. This is the longest ad. Oh, are you talking about me? I wasn't trying to do an ad. It's a dad world. I like dad jokes, man. They're funny. I just like Speed Champions for the parts. MOCs is what I love doing. I don't disagree. I keep a lot of sets together. I used to keep the 8-stud wide Speed Champions together, but I kind of, I wasn't messing with them, and I really like the 6-stud aesthetic. I like the 6-stud scale a lot better, so I ended up taking apart the 6 or the 8-stud versions and just building my own versions. I want to design 4-stud wide Studebaker, preferably the one that Fozzie drove in the Muppet movie because it fits the modular design era and is funny. Is I need something with him. Hey, I got something with him. Go on the YouTube, and there's a video for and it's on my Patreon also. I'm pretty sure it's on the free tier, the PDF. I took it off Rebreakable. But it is on Patreon, and I'm almost positive it's on the free tier. If not, there's a tutorial on YouTube. I built a piano for Fozzie. You can do that. You can have him playing piano outside the building. And it's a cool piano. I'm really happy with it. Do I have one right here? Give me 1 second. I do. Oh, I don't. Never mind, I don't. It's in a building, actually. But I have a upright piano that I built for Fozzie that you should check out. I built it before. That's cool. The front of the 911 is so jank from afar. From afar, it gave me 350Z vibes. I might be distracted by the color. That color is, what is it? Bright light orange. Speed Champions. Let me make sure. 2025 Porsche. You know what I'm not wild about? Yeah, I'm distracted by the color. That color looks great. Anything in that bright light orange color, I'm going to love. You know what I'm not wild about, though, on the Speed Champions is the price. I am not crazy about the price at all. Price of everything is too high now, but yeah. Janky's Garage, I don't like stairs. They're always up to something. Y'all keep it up with these dad jokes. That's funny. The STO's too undetailed, and the Revolto, I'm saying it wrong, is too wild. Yeah, you ain't wrong. The STO looks like the AMG set. Got to go, unfortunately. Got to do stairs. So I am subbed. Oh, wow. Awesome, Janky. Do chores. Awesome. Sorry I missed. I don't know if you're still here. I'm not hating at all with the ad thing. There's vids of you. I saw the Camaro 6-stud mock. Wow, the 6-stud Dark Horse is so sick. I know 30 Yo's, yes. Good. I just want to say thank you for joining. I know you're going to go do chores. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'll do more lives, and y'all feel free to comment on as many of my videos, like them, share, do whatever you can, because it really does help in the algorithm. So I really appreciate it. If you see something you like it, thumbs up. But thank you for joining, for real. Not just about my analytics, obviously. I don't want to make it seem that way, but thank you for being here. It was really great talking to you. And Janky, I look forward to talking to you again. I'm going to do some more design live streams in the future. I'm going to get back to this in a second. There's just a lot of comments to catch up on. Rex, Rolf plays piano. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Well, if you need something to do for Rolf, I got him mixed up. If you need something to do for Rolf, I got a piano for him. But you're right. Fozzie tells terrible jokes and drives badly. Yes. Or rather, Rolf. Yes. Yeah, with the W. Spelling is a mess. You're right. If you need something to do for Rolf, that piano is really cool. But I mixed him up. All right, Jackie. I'll see you if I'm still on. I'm not sure how long the rest of the build is going to take. But yeah, I'll see you. I have Animal and Janice playing in the jazz club, but without Floyd and Dr. Teeth. Oh, I gotcha. I always like Dr. Teeth, but I really like like is Dr. Teeth based on like Dr. Hook or Dr. John? Dr. Hook or Dr. John? Dr. John, the New Orleans guy. Dr. Hook was Rex. Is it fair to assume you're a little bit older? You sound a little bit older, just some of the references that you're making. Most of the time, younger people are not talking about the Muppets and 1950s inspired builds. But if you are, Dr. Hook is on the cover of the Rolling Stone. That's Dr. Hook. Dr. John is like, of course, I can't think of any songs, but kind of New Orleans style jazz piano. He kind of does this. He's got long hair, glasses. I like that sort of music. Never looked into the origins of Electric Mayhem. Ooh, I was about to go mad. Neighbors were playing music obnoxiously loud. David, was it bad music? I hate the headlights of the 911. Yeah, I like the piece. I've seen people do time before even limited group. Okay, all right. My family got into. I'm not. You're probably you're probably a little older than me. I hope that doesn't sound insulting. You might not be. Whatever. You're old. I'm not saying that. But I have an appreciation for older music, and I'm not young. I don't think. You know, I'm getting up there. But Dr. Teeth, is that not just Dr. John? Is that the same? It seems very like based on that the musician. At least that's what it always seemed like to me. This is what I was going to show y'all. I was talking about this wedge tile. They have another one right here. Wedge tile 1x3 piece. Ooh, and Porsche headlights. I'm glad I thought about that again. Let me see if I can try not to moon y'all if I get up. Sorry. I don't think I have one in here. I've seen some MOCs using the driver's cap. Oh, there's one on the desk literally in front of me. But it's the FunWhole version. But I've seen some MOCs using this driver's cap as the headlights that look really good. Looks really, really, really good. It would be cool if LEGO did that. It would be good for like the nice part usage sort of vibe. I'm from a time before even limited personal computer ownership. So my dad was, and still is, very into technology, right? That was his thing. So we had computers basically growing up my whole life. Even really before it was the second. Even before it was really the hip thing to do, you know, we had like what was it, internet TV? It was Romanian rap music on full blast. I don't like that kind of Easter music in the walls. Hey, Janky, boy, you did not do them chores right. If you're back already, you did not finish those chores. There's no way. Yeah, I know for a fact you didn't sweep. Or you left a bunch of dirt on the ground. Man, it's been like 5 minutes. Parents are going to be so mad, dude. Let me finish David's comment. It was Romanian rap music on full blast. I don't. Oh, man, I'm not giving you a hard time. For real. I'm just joking around. It's okay. I believe you. If you did them, that's fine. You don't have to redact the comment. It's cool. I was just kidding around. I'm just giving you a hard time. For real. It's fine. But I know you didn't sweep, dude. I know you didn't finish. There's no way. David, it's right outside. I didn't even finish your comment. Sorry. I don't like that sort of Easter music. Okay, I got you, Janky. And the walls are so thin that I can feel when someone closes the door in the other rooms, and that the neighboring house. Okay, and that the neighboring house. Okay, I'm not super familiar with Romanian rap music, unfortunately, but our neighbor, who's a really great guy, really nice, really sweet dude, awesome. He's like a urologist, really, really cool fellow. But he has people over like every weekend, and they listen to. His wife like, yeah, I know you did. They listen to. I personally, I enjoy some of this music. I think it's fun. I don't think it's good music, but I do think it's fun. They blast some like Creed mid 2000s, mud rock, horrible music, fun but awful music every weekend. They just blast it. So you'll be like 2 a.m. and my daughter's trying. My daughter, she's young. Well, you don't know, but my daughter's young. So kids go to bed a little bit earlier, and it'd be like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. And she'll come in here and be like, the neighbor's waking me up again. And you'll go outside and you'll just hear this, with arms wide open, just blasting. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Skipped. Yeah, I know you did. Again, I'm just giving you a hard time, man. It's fine. If your parents are cool with it, man, I'm cool. It's fine. It's just funny. You're like, I gotta go do chores. And you come back like 3 minutes later. My mom would have... she would have jumped on me for that. Let me finish. I'm going to put some of this stuff together. I promise at some point I'm actually going to finish this build. I want to finish it. This is actually the last couple bags. This is the last piece. Our last part of the build. I want to finish it and see what the lighting looks like. My plans for the rest of this stream are to finish this build and put finish the lighting, see what the lighting looks like, and then put it next to, let's sit on that table. I don't know how well y'all be able to see it. Hopefully it works out. But put that over there and then see what it looks like next to another modular. Oh, that's what I was thinking about earlier. Somebody, I believe it was Rex, you were talking about having the Tudor corner. I have the Tudor corner. I haven't put it together yet. I have the museum also, but I haven't put them together. I'd love an 8-stud Sharon. That would be cool. You have an aneurysm if blast. My kind of music currently hard style and such. It's hard. What is hard style? Oh, EDM stuff. Some EDM stuff is okay. Some. But I play guitar, so I tend to like things with guitar riffs. Just how I am. That's probably why I like that awful, like 2000s, early 2000s, mid 2000s sorts of music. Is because at least there was guitars. I like guitar riffs. It's 9 p.m. here. What is it where you are? Where I'm at is East Coast, USA. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. So he's not blasting music right now, but he will in a couple hours. But it's 4 p.m. 9 p.m. where you are. So you're you somewhere in Europe, I guess. It's just past 10 p.m. You don't have to tell me exactly where you are. I'm just talking. Just past 10 p.m. here. I'd love an 8-stud shearing. An 8-stud shearing would be pretty cool. I built a 6-stud. I kind of remade the official set. And again, we're just going to make ads for myself. It's on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. The tutorial is. You're more than welcome to look at it and go like, subscribe, and comment. Okay? Oh, I hope I don't sound like too much of a jerk. I'm just having a good time. But like, subscribe, and comment for real. Do it. Oh, man. Rex, are you still here? Ireland. Okay, so y'all, Europeans, y'all do have something that I wish America would do, or I think America would do a version of, or would be a cool version of, is Eurovision. Some Eurovision music is awful. I feel maybe it's because I'm not European. I don't get it. But some of that music is legitimately terrible, and I feel like countries put it up as a joke, right? Obviously, that's the case. Like the I don't know if it was actually the What the Fox Say band, but it sure sounded like them. They had a song like last year, the year before. But Ireland, y'all had Leslie Roy. Maps was the name of the song. Nowhere way to go. Something, the song I wrote, right? I don't know if you know the song, but you're from Ireland, and that song represented your country in the year 2022, maybe 2021, 2022, something like that. I think it was 2021. That was your country's song for Eurovision, right? So you better know it. Leslie Roy. Or I hope you know it. That's like my daughter's running song. So every time we play that song, we play it on purpose, right? And she'll just start running in circles around the living room until you stop it. She'll just keep on running and running and running and running. It's so cute. Rex, have you built the museum? I don't think you mentioned that one earlier. I have it in the closet along with the Tudor corner, but I haven't put it together yet. That Tudor corner looks awesome, by the way. I want to put it together. I just haven't had a chance to yet. Germany and from Croatia. Germany. Oh, Eurovision for America. States. We just do the states. Different song from each state. What about Fairy Tale from Norway or Europapa from? I know Europapa. Which one was Fairy Tale? Oh yeah, the Juiced Clown, Europapa. That one. Some of them are like too goofy almost. I liked what was the band Little Big? Russia. It was like 2022. I think it was the same year as the Leslie Roy. I know that Russia's like kicked out of Eurovision now, but Little Big was the band. It's like a joke, but it's not like so over the line. It was still like good music. I was not a huge fan of the Europapa song. I didn't like it. No, I don't have it. I don't want it. Same with The Garden. Too big, doesn't fit in the large town, small city of the 50s era. It is a little out of era. I do agree with that. I don't think The Garden is technically supposed to be. I know people use it for the modulars. They kind of match it with it, but I don't think it's technically supposed to be the same thing. Burnout Paradise. Europop. I remember that. I didn't like that Windows 95 song either. That one was goofy. But that year 2022 had some jams. What was the guy's name? Tix. I'm a fallen angel or something like that. That's a horrible song, but catchy. There were a lot of fun, catchy ones that year. I think it was the same year with Maneskin, that Maneskin one. Doesn't fit in large. Oh gosh, there was a FurCon in February in Sweden, and they hosted the furry version of. Oh no, Europa. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're not talking about that, David. No, 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 no. No, thank you. Oh, that sounds awful. That sounds horrible. Yeah, Jake posted. He doesn't even have a reaction. It's just a blank face. That is very appropriate. Oh man, have y'all seen the movie, the Eurovision movie they made for like Netflix or something with Will Ferrell? It was actually, I'm not European, so I'm just on the outside looking in. But I thought it was a funny, kind of play on Eurovision, kind of like parody of it. I thought it was pretty accurate or pretty silly, at least from the American perspective. Which, being an American, that's all I care about anyway. Oh man, Fairy Tale Arcade. Arcade sounds familiar. Was that That was the big song, wasn't it? Eurovision Arcade. That was like a popular song. Yeah, Duncan Lawrence. Yeah, okay. I remember that song. That's legitimately like a good song. I think that one won that year too. But that's like a good song. A lot of Eurovision songs are like I feel like they're bad songs. I might be wrong. Maybe people in I don't know. Oh, what? Okay, what was the guy? Georgia or Croatia? I feel like y'all. What was y'all's song in 2022? I feel like that was a bad one. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Duncan, are you in America? No, I don't remember. What was that guy's name? Either way, sometimes they are horrible songs, like awful songs. My favorite song is your Fairy Tale, Arcade, and Europapa. Europapa is too goofy for me, but Arcade is legitimately a good song. I watch car content and car content. Oh yeah, and a bit of Lego. Well, I'm glad you're here for a bit of Lego. Rex, if you're in America, do you watch Eurovision? Have you ever seen it? Because it can be pretty fun to watch some of it. I actually really enjoyed. We watched a couple years. My wife and I would basically like before the contest we would like because they put them out on like YouTube now, but they put out whatever the each country songs is going to be. They put it out on YouTube and make it a playlist, and my wife and I would basically watch the playlist and come up with our what our own rankings are of them. It was a lot of fun. Oh, what? That's the one I'm thinking about. We got style and lasers. Yeah, it was Australia, which I don't know why Australia is in Eurovision. Make it make sense. Allows me to buy a 44 Magnum. Rex, I like you, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with you. I'm 100%, dude. Awesome. Oh man. But okay, so being an American, I love me some America. I think I don't watch anything related to TV and movies that's been curated heavily by people I respect. Okay, you might not respect me. I hope I can get there one day. Okay, but um, Eurovision can be a lot of fun. From a some of it's pretty good. We found some good songs on there that we would typically not listen to. It was fun. There is a lot of trash, to me at least. There seems like there's a bunch of junk, but there's some good songs on there, and it's fun to watch and kind of see. I don't know, kind of see where other people are at. That's all. From a distance, a safe distance. Oh, got that ocean and everything. Let's see. European music I like is older than America. I bet you like some European music that's younger or older than is younger than America. There's a lot of good European music. A lot of good European guitar players. Of course, a little bit older. Uh, Rolling Stones, that sort of stuff. Zeppelin. Hendrix. Heck, Hendrix. You can't be a 2A admirer and not also appreciate some Hendrix, dude. He's British, isn't he? Well, I guess some 80s. Yeah. I feel you. I don't like a lot of newer stuff. I just like things with guitars because that's my, I like guitars. I play guitar. I enjoy guitar. I like, I admire guitars. I think they're really cool. So music with guitars, I'm gonna at least give a chance. But I like me some 80s music too. You know why I like 80s music? I bet you'll never guess. It's because a lot of 80s music has guitar in it. And if I'm talking about Rolling Stones, man, that ain't an 80s band. I saw them 2 or 3 years ago. It was the last tour before Ronnie Wood passed away. They were really good. Still, I'd never seen them before. I've seen like live videos and stuff like that online, but I've never actually seen. I'm doing a horrible job of doing this where y'all can see it. By the way, I really apologize. But I got lucky enough to get tickets for Rolling Stones a couple years ago, and it was awesome. They still, I don't think they're touring anymore. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Since Ronnie Wood passed, but they were then 2 or 3 years ago. They were so energetic. It was awesome. I know you said something. I'll read it in 1 second. I'm going to finish up this little chunk. Yodel Papa, yodel. Oh, this is okay. I liked what was it too? Netta, I think her name is. Bling. The beautiful creature, the lady from Israel. Her song was a lot of fun that year. But I really liked Little Big's song as well. Uno was the name of the song. And the Netherlands had a really good song. Daddy Freyer is the guy's name, I think. Dottie or Daddy. I'm sure it's Dottie. It's probably not Daddy. Europeans in the chat, correct me on the name. But I think it's Dottie Freyer. But his songs are legitimately good. European music, I guess somebody's been. Well, it's Australian, like Overkill. Yeah, I know Overkill. Men at Work. We were at the store earlier, and Johnny Be Good came on. Johnny, be good, be good, be good. Overkill's a great song, though. I can't get to sleep. I think about the implication. That song, great song. That whole album, I think they got two albums before they broke up anyway. What's his name? Colin Wright. I think that's the guitar player slash singer. Maybe he might play bass. I don't, I don't remember, but the singer, Colin something, before he went like solo. But I think they only had two albums, and they're both really good. Men at Work's an awesome band. Awesome, awesome, awesome band. It was like one of those bands that I don't know if you're anything like me, but growing up, I would, like my dad would listen to Men at Work, and I'd be like, "Oh, this sucks," This is old people music. And then listen to it later in life. I was totally wrong. Great, great band. I think growing up, the only song I really knew was "Land Down Under," and then "Who Can It Be Now" too. That was a pretty big song with the saxophone. Who can it be now? That song, a big song. But I didn't really listen to like the rest of the stuff until later. It was a great band, really good. I'm getting sleepy. Didn't sleep much last night before work. No, you're good, man. I'm gonna finish this up. I'll post the video so it'll be on. You can see it lit up. I'll light it up in a couple minutes. Um, After I get finished building, maybe another. I don't know. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish this. Hopefully another 20, 30 minutes. I don't want to keep everybody too late. But I'll post the video on the channel so you can see it lit up if you want to watch later. I can't get you to sleep. I think about the implication. European friends. Why is Australia in Eurovision? I don't understand that part. I know that Australia has some connections, obviously to Europe, but Canada has connections to Europe, still has connections to Europe, but they're not in Eurovision. Why is Australia? If you know the answer, help me out, Euro Bros. It's been driving me crazy for years. I can't figure it out. But that was the song. That's what reminded me of. What is her name? Something with an M. We got style and lasers. Yeah. Awful song. 2022 Eurovision, but very talented singer. Just the song was Technicolor is the name of the song. Technicolor. Horrible song. The bridge is crazy. Comes out of nowhere and it doesn't make any sense. Montaigne. Very talented singer. Very, very bad song. Why is... We go and get sleepy, have fun building, and catch you later. I'll see you, David. Thank you for jumping back on, dude. It was awesome. I'll know if something fell on the table or fell off in a minute. It's 10:27. No, right? 2022 or 22:27. So 10:27. That's pretty late. Here, 4:29. So definitely a little bit earlier in the day where I am at. I'm going to finish this up so I can hang out with my family a little bit more today. My kids. Fam. Yes, it's 10:27. Thank you, Rex. I'm from a base town, so I should be used to the military time thing, but I always have to like do the subtraction. This is not how I told time. Sometimes I have to feel like I'm not old, I guess, But I think about it sometimes. If somebody asks me my age, or if I have to figure out my age, I have to do math. I have to subtract. Why is Australia in Israel in Eurovision? I don't know. Israel, at least, no, they're not really. I don't feel like Israel is Europe. That's kind of Middle East. Same as Russia. Russia's not. I know Russia's not in there now, um, but Russia's not I don't, European really either, right? Ooh, this some of this looks pretty good, man. This roof looks pretty good. Just the roof detail. It's these hinge bricks. They're not hinging anything. It's just used for the I'll show it over here, just for the look. But that looks pretty good. And then here, there's these two. That's going to be a light up section later. It's going to look pretty good. There's a sign. I haven't built it yet. I've got parts right here. I'm going to get to it in a couple minutes, hopefully. But oh, hey, I'm there. I think this is going to look really good when it's all lit up. I am excited. And overall, like I said, I'm not into the fake bricks typically. Fake bricks. I don't know. That sounds. I don't know. Off-brand. I'm not into the off-brand pieces. Usually, it's not really something I dabble in. But I think that this company, at least this set, it's pretty cool. I think they did a good job. And from what I can tell, it's a legit company. You know, just kind of doing their own thing. I think this set is really good. I think it's really cool. My hair's too long. I get hairs in my between my parts sometimes. But I really like the set. I think it's going to look really good. Boo Lego. I've heard Flago, like fake Lego. I've heard Flago before. I've not heard boot Lego. That's pretty funny. That's a good one. Don't judge me too hard for my boot Lego, by the way. This is it. This is the only boot Lego I got, and I'm going to keep it separate from my regular Lego, my real Lego. I'm going to keep it, and do like the Offspring says, I'm going to keep it separated. But I do like the set. I like the design of it. I'll tell you my greatest fear when building this. I mentioned it the other day. But my greatest fear has been that I will need to get a piece that I can't find in here, that for some reason they had, you know, it got mispackaged. There it is. And it's missing a piece, and I'll have to grab a piece out of my like real Lego stash to use on here, and I don't want to do that. But so far, if anything, they've given me extra pieces. And with that, they've given me pieces that I don't think I like. These are extra pieces. It's pieces that don't make any sense. It's like 1x6 bricks, 1x4 masonry bricks, 1x2 masonry bricks, hinge bricks, this 2x4 plate, this 2x14 clear plate. I don't know why I have those extra. It's weird. Like those, the perfect portmanteau. I know a lot of words. I don't know that word. Portmanteau. Let's look it up. I think I know what you're saying. Like pseudonym, the perfect description or something. But I don't think I know that word. I have not learned a new word in a while. I feel like I know a lot of words, but I do not know that one. That's very fancy. Portmanteau created combining meanings. For example, brunch, breakfast. Oh, it's a combination word. Oh, breakfast and lunch. Okay. Smog and smoke and fog. Okay. So smog is smoke and fog. Portmanteau. I've never heard that before. That's a cool word, man. I'm gonna I'm gonna tell my wife that word later and pretend that you didn't tell it to me. How's that? That's the ultimate compliment. I'm gonna use what you told. I'm gonna use what you said as me to try to prove how smart I am. Oh man. I came up with in the 80s to describe Tyco super blocks and have been using it since then. Man, those Tyco blocks stink. I had a couple of those growing up. I had some Tycos with that big, they were so glossy. Invitation, this is a simple series for a flatter. Yes, it is. But those Tyso bricks, they were like glossy. And I tossed them all now. I remember the logo on the front. And they stunk. They were horrible. I remember the studs were like, I feel like they were kind of rounded or something, and they didn't fit together quite right. Is it one portmanteau or two portmanteau? How do you say it? I feel like it's toe, because that EAU sound is bow, right? No, it can be EU too. Portmanteau, number one. Portmanteau, number two. Which is it? Toe. Okay, cool. See, I am smart. That's the one I thought it was. I'm like super smart, man. I'm like so intelligent. Where is this goes here? I think. No, that's not right. It goes here. All right, I'm almost done. I think I've got one roof left. Where is this? 1 second, I'm going to put this piece together real quick. You're not going to see it because I got it on the floor. But hopefully, once everything's done, and we light it up, we can see what it looks like. I think it's going to look pretty cool. Even for a superlative. Portman returns forever. Okay, I get what you're saying. Portman versus superlative. You clever. Oh, that's really dumb. Because it sounds like Portman 2, like Batman 2. I get it. Okay. That's really stupid, dude. Oh man. Okay, so let me put this. This is it. I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna go this as quick as I can. And I'm gonna fail at it miserably because I do want to get in there. I want to play Smash Brothers with my kid, my daughter. Y'all, she was. I mentioned it earlier at the stream. I don't know if anybody was really in here yet, but they had a dance recital today. And my daughter's 4, my son's 2. Well, she's 4, coming up on 5 pretty soon. He's 1, coming up on 2. So of course for his stuff they had the the parents were up there. My wife was up there on stage with them and all that, but my daughter was up there with her little group. My son was cute because he was the worst kid. He was running away the whole time. He was running in circles around the other kids while the other kids were doing, I don't know if you've got kids, but they're doing their little dances, and they're not, they're two. Obviously, they're not that complicated. The dance moves, just kicking their legs and all that sort of stuff. But it was so cute. It was really cute. Made me a crap papa. Portman versus superlative. That is straight up dumb. What is was it the fabulous superlatives? Kenny, oh man, what's his name? Not Kenny. Marty Stewart. I think his name is. He's a Telecaster player. I think it's Marty Stewart and the Fabulous Superlatives. I don't know if you'd like that sort of music or not, but really good guitar player. I think he was married to Johnny Cash's daughter or something like that for a little bit. But his name's Marty Stewart, and he had a show in Nashville, and his backup band was the Fabulous Superlatives. He has a guitar player, or had a guitar player. I don't think they're together anymore. Named Kenny Vaughn, I believe the guy's name is. And they are fantastic country style, old school country style players. Really good. Marty Stewart's famous for playing B-bender guitar. A B-bender, I don't know if you play guitar or not, the strings are, if you know this is going to sound like I'm dumbing things down a lot. I hope you don't take this as an insult, but in guitar, each string is a different note. E, A, D, G, B, E, right? I think most people know that. But there's a thing called a B-bender guitar that Marty Stewart, and now I'm going to, what's its name? Something Bird. T-Bird or something like that is the guitar's name. It's actually a famous guitar that he plays that was one of the original, if it's not the original B-bender itself, but a B-bender guitar has so you have your guitar, right? Say this is my guitar. I'm holding it. Although I could just grab a real guitar. I could do that. That might be a little bit easier. I got 3 pieces and I'm getting distracted. I got 3 pieces left and I'll finish this build. But guitar. E. This is Dawn. This is my Les Paul. 2005 Les Paul Standards. Fantastic guitar. E, A, D, G, B, E. Right? And then a little out of tune, but whatever. E, A, D, G, B, E. B, there's a B-bender guitar. And so on a guitar, there are these strap locks, these strap buttons. And a B-bender has on this one here, typically it's this one, sometimes it'll be the bottom, but typically it's the strap button up near the neck as opposed to the butt. I think people call it the bout. But the strap button itself, I used to have one of these guitars, don't have any more, but it has a lever in it. So you'll pull, as you're playing, you'll kind of pull the neck away from yourself, and the strap will pull this lever, and it's this long contraption going all the way from here to here with a bunch of springs and stuff. And it'll take the B string, and it'll bend it up 2 steps, which is a whole note typically, right? So on guitar, 2 steps is 2 frets. Let's see if I can get where you want. I can just play it up here and you can see it. So that's 2, 1, 2 steps. Or a whole note is 2 steps right there. Or 2 steps or a whole note, right? So the B-bender, as you pull the guitar away from your body, it will, without you fretting it, it will raise the pitch by a whole step. And if you're into like country style music, even some rock music has it as well. The B-bender is a very common like country sort of sound. Marty Stewart and the Fabulous Superlatives, this is all I'm talking about because you said the word superlative. Fantastic guitar player. You should check him out. A lot of really cool B-bender guitar work. B-benders are kind of unusual to most people if you're not into like country and western sort of stuff, but definitely check him out. Awesome, awesome, awesome musician. And Kenny Vaughn is his guitar player. He's like dedicated guitar player in the band. Anyway, that's what happens when you say the word superlative around me. I go on a rant for 10 minutes about B. Bender guitars and Marty Stewart. I think he's still alive. I feel like he might have passed away or had some health issues recently, though. I hope he didn't pass away. He was really talented. I never saw him live, but I would definitely like to. Is this it? I think we're done. Aside from these parts right here. This is what I'm talking about, though. Some of these, why do I have a spare one of these? I do not get it. Why do I have a 2x2 round plate that I'm not using anywhere in this build? Some of the spare parts are weird. Okay, I am finished with the build. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and grab a modular building. I think I would like to build this set, but using Lagoon brand building beans. You're silly. It's a cool set. I think it's pretty cool. It does remind me more of a MOC than a Lego set, though, if that makes any sense. That's not an insult. It's just kind of the feeling that I got while I was building it. I'm going to go grab... Lego made a ton of album cover style tiles for their weird video. I know, they did. That's a good idea. Some of the tiles in here are actually pretty cool, too, though. I actually use... Let's see if I have... Yes. Those are great pieces. It was kind of a weird theme. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I didn't play like the game, but the parts, the minifigs were really cool. Price-wise, they were not bad. But I have a bunch of those videos. There's some other 2x2 tiles in here. I have a bunch of those video sets. I'll use them, or video tiles. I'll use them as posters or album covers, or like I've used some for like TV screens. On the side of arcade machines, I've used them for that sort of thing before too. They're cool parts. And the minifigs were pretty neat too. Like I said too, some of the prices for the sets were not bad, especially because nobody bought them. They went on sale. But you are correct. They did make a ton of album cover style things. Hey, I know what I'm going to do. I know what set I'm going to get out. I'm going to grab Rex Hangout for 3 minutes. I think that's how long it'll take me to get what I want to get. A special treat just for you. Let me put this together. I'm going to step away for precisely 3 minutes, maybe 4, because I think the set that I want to get might be a little bit out of the way. Let me move this. Let me move this stuff real quick. All right. Give me 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Maybe 4. Put this up here real quick. It's going to be a very unfair comparison, by the way. Unflattering. You're probably going to hate this, by the way. You're going to hate it. You're going to hate it, Rex. Okay, I'm back. Rex, are you still here? Let me tell you, I moved heaven and earth to get this from where it was. It was not in a good place. I had to move so much junk out of the way. And this is not dust. If you see dust on here, that is an optical illusion, sir. I would never let a Lego set get dusty. Ever, ever, ever. Okay? If you say I did, that's a lie. Okay. This is what I'm going to compare this to. I don't think it's a fair comparison. This camera, I don't know if that camera's even going to stretch over there. Let me think. Okay, give me a second. Let me rearrange some cameras. Which one is it? This one. Okay. I don't know how well this is going to work. Probably not very well at all. But we're going to try it. It's not going to look very good. I'll make a video, an actual video. I'm going to turn off the light so I can compare it. Or at least see what the lights look like, although it's not super dark in here right now. Okay. Rex, this is the comparison that I'm going with for this set. This is the police station set. It's definitely a different, it's kind of a different style. But this is really cool right here. Look. The light up feature. Oh, I wish it was darker. I wish it was a little bit more nighttime where I'm at so you can see it. It looks a little bit better in the room. Move this out of the way. This camera is really not a great camera either, so it's not. You see my messy desk. It's not super high quality, but this is the set next to the police station. This is pretty. Very proud of myself. I think this is funny. I put talking about Batman versus superlative. I put the Batman bat signal on top of the police station. Right, because he's Batman. He hangs out with the cops. Well, not hangs out with the cops. This is a cool set. I really like it a lot. It feels more like a mock than a official like Lego release, I'd say. I'm not sure if anybody's still here, so I might be talking to myself, but hopefully somebody sees this and they find this riveting, just riveting information. It feels like more of a mock. I guess I saw that before. I subscribed. Yes, awesome. So I like the set a lot, but it does feel more like a mock than a, repeating myself, than an official set. But the light up feature is really cool. It's hard to see on, I can tell you can't really tell on here, but the lighting, and it's not super dark, it's still kind of light outside. I got a big window right next to me. The lighting looks really good. I can see into the whole building very clearly. It looks really good. I like it. I like it a lot. There were some parts in here that I think were pretty cool. I wish Lego would make these wedge plate tile things. I think that would be really neat. I don't really have any disappointments with this set. As far as a first jump into fake Lego bricks since I was a kid, like, when I was a kid, I had those Tychos I mentioned. You brought those Tychos up. I had Mega Blocks. I remember having this big, castle that was very poorly put together. I'm not going to light my stuff, but I don't want my city to be all official sets. I agree with that too, by the way. Because then you get those people with all the, it's just official sets. Everybody's city looks the same. I have, get on the, if you haven't already, on my Rebrickable, I have maybe 10 or 15 modulars that I've built. I have more than I'm, want to build. But yeah, if everybody has the same buildings, then it's gonna be boring. I do want it all to be Lego though, generally. So I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate this or if I will. I really wanted some modular sets to learn Lego's design language so I could more easily design my own using their methods. Yeah, I agree. Check out on my Rebrickable. I've got, you can see pictures. Rebrickable, you can get the instructions if you want, but it's just probably the easiest way to find pictures of some of the stuff. I have a thing on there called the Grove. It's an apartment complex with a parking garage next to it. That looks really cool. The Grove looks really cool. There's one called the Spot. That's like a 4-story apartment, or not apartment, but old school building that's like attached, or that's been converted to like an office building. And then there's another one too. There's the Grimold. I made a guitar place that's based on the Harry Potter set, the Grimold place set. Anyway, I'm just yapping. This is this. I'm going to show you this one little bit, and then I'm gonna cut the stream and head out for the day. But thank you everybody for hanging out. By the way, it's really cool. I really appreciate it. I like talking to all y'all. It was good knowing you or getting to know you. Rex, you taught me a new word. For that, I will always be grateful. You can see my giant belly right here. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. I do like this. This is one aspect of this set that they did well that Lego doesn't do. Lego, if you want to get into a set, basically you got to take each floor. It's hard to see. And I showed this a little bit earlier, but it hinges open, right? So you can get access to everything. And then also, oh, I didn't even notice that. That's a handle. You can pull the floor out. You can do that on the bottom floor as well. This is the little record case I was talking about. This is the, so you're talking about the video tiles, video, however you say it. We've got little records in here. And I'm not sure how many printed pieces. There were no stickers in this whole set. It was all printed pieces. I think it might be 90 is what I saw online. Maybe 90 to 100 printed pieces, no stickers. Which is pretty cool. I don't hate stickers, but I know sometimes it can be tough just placing things together, especially like on the Speed Champion cars. Some of those stickers going across like multiple pieces, they don't look good. There's too many lines. So what they did with this set, with this company, you can tell, this is probably the worst part. The battery box is attached. Not great. I don't like the way the battery box is attached. But this whole sign down here is all tiled, all printed pieces, and the way they do it, oh man, you're gonna have to look at some pictures online. I'm not gonna be able to take it apart the way I want to. But there's like no gaps. The tiles and all the printed parts are really close. So there's not these like, blank lines you'd see on a Lego piece where the sticker was. You can see, actually here, you can see it on this one perfectly, right? So there's not, if this was a Lego piece, this would be 2 stickers or 1 8x16 tile, but this is 2 6x6s. Lego doesn't have a 6x12 tile that I'm aware of. So if they were to make this, it would be 2 6x6 tiles, right? And they would need 2 stickers. And there would be a gap, probably. Either a gap or you would have to put the stickers close, so there would be a gap on the outside. The gap would either be on the outside or on the inside. But this company is printing it very well. Like it's close together. If this was here, you wouldn't even notice. You'd think it was one big piece. There's another. I don't want to sound like a paid show for this company. But I was very impressed with this. This is a cool little graffiti piece down here. I'll take some better pictures and video and stuff and post that online so everybody can see. But I'm very happy with the set. I think it was really cool. Really liked it. Very happy to have built it. I'm not sure how this goes. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let me turn this camera off. Bleh. And read your comments. I know you were saying some stuff. Sorry, it's hard to read from back where I was. Okay. Ooh, let's see if that works. Hey, okay. So, it's my amplifier. Junk corner back there, basically. Anyway, I had a lot of fun building it. It was cool. I followed you on Rebrickable. Excellent designs. Thank you. I tolerated the stickers on my Blacktron and Dimension stuff. Edge to edge printing, nice. Yeah, I agree. I think the edge to edge thing was pretty cool. I like the set. It was very cool. But anyway, I'm going to call it a night. Good stream. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Rex, thank you for chilling. You've been here basically the whole time. CEO, Croatian Edits Official, thank you. I don't know if you're still here. David, I know you were in here the other day. Thank you for hanging out. Really neat. Who am I missing? Janky. Janky's Garage. Thank you for hanging out. Amazing. It was good getting to know you. Janky, actually finish your chores if you're still here. I don't know if you are, but thank you. I had a lot of fun. It was good getting to know all y'all. And I am going to look, what was that word one more time? Portmanteau. I'm going to pretend that I didn't learn that from you, and I'm gonna go impress my wife. Bye.